Hey guys, Logan with Enduro Engineering, and here I'm going to show you how to install the aluminum moto arms for the Honda motorcycles. Okay, so to put these moto arms on, all you're going to do basically is take the caps off of both of your levers. So before we go ahead and remove the cap, that way we get these levers for the customer back in the same spot, I'm just going to take a screwdriver here and just mark a little scribe in the handlebars. That way I can get the levers mounted back into the same spot. That way the customer has them right where he wants them. So I'm just going to take an 8mm now and remove these cap bolts. Okay, so now you're going to want to make sure that you grab the correct side. So we've already mounted the composite part onto the aluminum arm in the packaging. So this aluminum arm is always going to go above the handlebar. That way the composite arm sticks out that way. That's how you can easily determine which side it goes on. So just slide that in over the handlebar and line up the perch back up to it, and then take the OEM bolts that you pulled out of the caps and insert those back on too. Okay, on the right side here where the starter button's at, there's a notch milled into the aluminum arm. That way you can get the starter button lined right up with that. And then since we already started our bolts here, we just take the 8mm and tighten them down. Again, we've got that scribe on the handlebars, that way we can line them up and get the levers right back in the same spot. Okay, so we're just going to repeat the process here on the other side. It's the exact same process. I've already got my scribe there on the handlebars. We'll just go through and put this side on also. For the last step, you're going to need to choose a Roost Deflector color. This customer with a Honda went with the red ones, which is the 51226 part number. But in your kit with the aluminum moto arms, you've got a bag here with the screws in them. These are the screws that you're going to want to use, not the bolts that come with the Roost Deflector. So make sure you use these Phillips head screws. Take the Roost Deflector, the front plate, and those screws, and then determine which holes you want to use. There's 3 mounting holes. So that way you can have them more inward, centered, or more outward. In this case, we're going to go to the outer ones. So just go ahead and get that screw through and line up with that outer hole. And then take a Phillips screwdriver, tighten that one down. And then the outer hole will be lined right up. You might have to press on the composite arm to bring the Roost Deflector and the arm together. And then find that hole, tighten it down. And we're just going to repeat the same process on the other side. Okay, that's how you install the aluminum Moto Roost Deflectors on the Honda motorcycles. Last thing you'd want to do is pair up some of these aluminum handlebar ends if you're one of those guys that switches back and forth between the full wraps and the open-ended ones, or if you just want a more stout end of the handlebar. Match those up. If you have any questions, give us a call at 517-393-2421, or to order some today, visit EnduroENG.com.